Well, we have packed up our tents and we are headed out. Day 116, I sort of think. We're gonna get a ride up to the trailhead. Squeak is awesome. So check her out if you're coming through this area. She's not in all the guidebooks, but you can work at it and find her. And we loaded up the Jeep over here and we're going to head up and out. So thanks to her, and we're headed that way. See you in a little bit. All right, we're getting dropped off at the trailhead. We're gonna do 5 miles up and then Squeak's gonna pick us back up and give us our packs back. So I've got this Svelte day pack on. I'll have to get Gavin to take a picture of it. Yeah. Take a picture of the day pack here.
This is
the Bigfoot day pack. Gabe, this is for you, bud. Yeah.
Wait, I have to go backwards. I suck it. You're gonna wait. I think Gavin has to do this.
Oh,
there we go.
Awesome.
That's that. Yeah, I'll hold it out.
Yeah, there we go.
It's maiden voyage.
So yeah, maiden voyage for the day pack, and we're going to go about 5 miles up. Word from the trail is I've been texting with Onesie and Almost There, well with Almost There, and also with Wolfman, and they say that it's going to be an interesting day today, but we're going to make the best of it. We are moving northwards finally, so hoping for a 15 or 20 mile day, and we'll talk to you when we get on the trail. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We are headed to the trail. I see the double blaze right up here. So right now we're flat and level. That's going to stop immediately. And we are going to be going up a massive, I can't say that word, I'm still not saying the R word, boulder scramble. How about that? We're going up there, way up there. We got about 1,000 feet of a climb, and then we're on the ridge line for the rest of the day. And Squeak is awesome. She has let us camp in her backyard. We've been using her kitchen and her restroom area, and she shuttled us to the trail, and we have been thoroughly blessed to have a good place to stay while we waited out the rain that didn't ever really materialize to the extent that we thought it would yesterday. But we're heading northbound today. It's going to be a good day. Well, let the fun begin. Well, that's where we came from. We came under those power lines a day or so ago, crossed the bridge down there, and now we're going up. We're going to have quite a few views of the town today, so I'm excited about that. And our challenge for the day is to see if we can find Squeak's house. And this is where we're starting right here. So this is the climb up and out today. They're straight ahead. Here's the trail. Well, here's some more of the AT in Pennsylvania coming out of Lehigh Gap. That's only a part of it. It goes from here up and up and up and up. That's 15, 20 feet up there that we're doing this little scramble over these things here. Okay, here's the trail. There's Hawkeye's feet. Up there's Hawkeye. And it's my turn now. More of the trail ahead. Looks like there's some more hand over hand stuff. And we've got this over here. This is kind of neat, excepting for the spray paint. Well, I think we've made it up and over the vertical part of the day. We had about 1,000 foot climb, and you could see some of it was hand over hand, using all 4 legs, feet, and arms and everything to get up that. But we're now up on this little ridge that I've been showing you pictures of from Squeak's house. We're not over on the edge yet, but we'll get there, I'm pretty sure. And trail's not bad at the moment. My understanding is it's going to get worse during the day, but right now I've got 2 bottles of water, some toilet paper, and a cat hole trowel, and 2 sticks, my hiking poles. And that's all the weight I've got right now. So we should be able to move very quickly across this ridge. We'll see Squeak after about 5 miles and get the rest of our gear. And then we will have 15 into Wind Gap, and there's a hotel at the road crossing. I I called last night just to check on availability. They don't have any double rooms. He asked if we were hikers, and I said, well, yeah. He said, well, you can camp in the yard for free, no charge. So it's probably our working plan to save the money tonight, given that we're going to be tomorrow night at Delaware Water Gap. So we'll see how things go today. But so far we're moving along really well. Well, we've got a little bit of an overlook this morning.
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely beautiful. As you can tell, it's a beautiful day for hiking. Much better than yesterday, even though the rains never really came the way they were predicted to, but it's all good. We got another day of rest on Hawkeye's ankle, which is doing okay. The brace that we got him is really doing good things for him. It's he's already had a near miss this morning, and the brace, I think, keeps it from rolling to the point of excruciating pain. So we're going to try to keep our eyes on the trail and keep focused and keep moving northward towards the New Jersey border tomorrow. Well, day after tomorrow or whatever, but we'll be in sight of the New Jersey border tomorrow when we get stopped, if our plans go as we have them outlined right now. So that's kind of what we got going on today. Alrighty,
Yeah.
Well, impasse. We have a bit of a problem here because the trail's right there and so are those two rattlesnakes. We do have the option of going a little high over here and going around it, but Gavin walked right up on that guy and it was rattling a bit. And Gavin said, goodness gracious. Actually, that's not quite what he said, but we'll call it that. And we're going to go around and let those guys continue sunning themselves over there where they've staked out their position on those hard things. Oh, we're still plowing forward. Doing pretty well up here on this ridge. I thought we were going to be a little closer to that edge over there to our left and we'd be seeing down over the town. But alas, not yet, or no, or something. I do remember being able to see down into the town, and Squeak gave us the challenge before we left. That the Squeak challenge is to take a picture of her house from up here on this ridgeline. I showed it to you in yesterday's video, and we'll kind of come across that now. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. I wanted to say a great thank you to those of you who reached out in the video. When Gavin came out of Carlisle, he had some issues with his hip, and those are all better now. We saw an orthopedic doc, and she pronounced him just a muscle injury and do some prednisone and some stretching and ice and all that kind of jazz, which we've done. And I appreciate all of you that were prayerful for him. Continue to keep us in your prayers, if you will, as we go up this trail, that we remain free of injuries and whether is decent or good or tolerable or what have you. We appreciate those thoughts and well wishes and covet them. But I'm going to put the phone down and get on up the road here. We finally got to an open spot here above Palmerton, looking back over the town. Our task was to try to find Squeak's house. And I know it's down there somewhere. I'll have to zoom in on the picture later on. So this facility down here used to be zinc smelting, I think, or something to do with the zinc mines. I mentioned the other day that Palmerton is a Superfund site. They mine zinc, and I've been told by a couple of locals since I've been here that 10, 15 years ago, this entire mountain was dead. And there still are warnings in the trail guides about not drinking water up here because it's tainted with zinc, which is a heavy metal apparently. So they're working on trying to rehab it, and it is doing better. But this is, I thought this old factory down here when we came through in 2019 was really cool. Obviously the trees have grown quite a bit in 2019 because I remember having this view for miles when we were out before, and this is the first time we've actually been able to look down over the town. So why some of you enjoy that with us, and we're going to head on up the trail. All right, this is a little bit more of a wide open view. We're less tree covered here, and wow, what a neat little place to visit. It was a lot of fun staying there. Pretty sure this this range over here, beyond that lone pine tree, is where we were yesterday, or the day before actually. And I remember taking pictures of this little ridge top right here where they're digging out. I don't know whether they're going to build something up there or whether they are, I don't know what they're doing. So pretty views of the town. It's interesting how forests change over time. There's Hawkeye back there. I think we're peeling off of that ridge line that we were just on for a ways. And when we were here before, that ridge line to the right was just covered in blackberries. You know, when something is, like for example, a forest fire, something burns out, they say that the grasses come back first, and then, you know, as time passes, heavier and heavier things come. So now there's pine trees. But I remember there were blackberries there previously, because Hawkeye had pulled off the trail behind us and was eating some blackberries, and somehow he wound up upside down in a blackberry bramble just back there somewhere, and those bushes are no longer there. I thought that was kind of interesting that it's grown up that much in 5 years to where now there's scrub pines over there. But it's just something I noticed along the trail and a memory from in the past. Let's see if he remembers that. So, do you remember the blackberries being on the side of the trail back there in the past?
Back there?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's where it was, but I definitely remember falling out of the tree.
This is the stretch of where he had climbed over into some blackberry brambles to get some really, really big thumb-sized blackberries. And wound up upside down. He hollered. We were, I don't know, a quarter mile or better up the trail, but he hollered loudly, and we came back after him and got him extracted. So anyway, interesting how the trail changes.
Yeah.
Well, we've come up on Fred and Barney's couch right here. This is a really neat little seating area, which tells me there's a view back this way, and there certainly is. So we've reached the top again, and I think we're up on the ridge for the day. We're just a few tenths from where we're going to get our packs back. And while it'll be nice to be moving forward with our bags, it's been awfully nice right now to not have to carry a lot of weight either. So anyway, we're plowing on, and this was kind of cool, so I thought I'd share it with you. This is just a few feet further. We're not exactly sure what it is, but here's a seating area. They've got all these rocks stacked up to protect from the wind. I don't know whether somebody comes up here and chills in the wintertime or how that works out, but interesting. Hawkeye for the win on this one, because I walked right past it. So this is like deja vu all over again. We've already come down this. Somehow, we looked at our map, we texted Squeak that we were 1.2 miles from our road crossing, and we were walking and walking, and we checked it and it said we're a mile. So I texted her back and said, sorry, I mean, we must have gotten bad information from Gut Hook. And we met another hiker, and we got to talking, and he insisted he was northbound. And I said, well, no, you're going south because we're going north. We just left Palmerton. And we looked at the map, and somehow we have absolutely turned ourselves around and have done a bonus mile or so. I think this is our trail going right here. We've come through here just a minute ago. Apparently we may have gone on down that road, and oh, that's what we did. We followed that road right there. I bet we missed this turn the first time and looped around when we saw some blazes when the road meets back up to the trail over here. I gotta believe that's what happened. But anyway, we've done a bonus mile or two this morning. Not real happy about that, especially since Dave had to wait on us at the trailhead before he got to work. Sorry about that. But anyway, we're gonna pass under the power lines again, and eventually we'll get our bags and we'll double check or triple check our map and make sure we're going the right way. But I really do believe we must have continued down that dirt road when we missed it, and then we missed this turnoff right here. All right, well, so we figured this out. We came down this road before. We stayed on it too long. We got here. We saw this staircase and that blaze. So we turned right and we just looped ourselves around. When the trail actually crosses this road, we should never have been on the dirt road. We should have been right here, and we were within like a tenth or two of a mile of the car. So anyway, we're going right now, and we're getting ready to get our packs and move on up the trail. So we did a little bit of a bonus mile or two here, but thankfully we weren't carrying our full weight. I just hate that we held Dave up and boogered up their day for an hour. But we'll see you in a few minutes. Well, this is the roadway that the road crossing we were trying to find. Definitely, I remember it. I remember Hawkeye having an injury last year, and we actually got picked up here. But I don't know how that we got turned around. Even after we righted ourselves, the map was not showing us as being on the trail, even though I was standing on top of a white blaze painted on a rock. So anyway, we've made it. We're going to text Ruth and tell her sorry, not Ruth, Beth, Squeak, that we're here, and we'll see in a little bit. Haven't checked in a little while. This is the first time most of the day that our trail has been reasonably flat to step on, although I see that that's changing now. It has been very sharp and pointy most all the day. We've got about 10 miles to go to the place where we're going. We're shooting for the Gateway Hotel in Lehigh Gap, Pennsylvania. The thing about the Gateway Hotel, the guy told me last night when I called, they don't have double rooms. He asked me if I was a hiker, and I said yes. He said, well, you can tent in the yard for no charge. So that's our working plan right now, is to get to that hotel, tent in the yard, and throw some money his way for using a bathroom and getting some water for our fill up tomorrow, and breakfast and supper and such. So we'll see how that goes. 10 miles is doable. It'll be around 5 o'clock for us. It would have been earlier, but we added on a couple of bonus miles due to a wrong turn. Crap happens. That's the first time that's happened to us, and we'll pay attention, and it'll probably happen again, but we'll try to be really careful. So anyway, I thought I'd check in with you and show you Pennsylvania's penultimate hurrah to the Duncans traveling through their state here today. It's been hard going most of the day. Well, by the time I've gotten my phone out and opened up and started the video, I've kind of lost the view that I had, but this last little bit of stretch of trail that we've been dealing with has been Pennsylvania's final hurrah to us as hikers. It's just almost like somebody spilled just riprap out on the trail. Not a flat space to put a foot, kicking things and stepping over things and trying to watch that you don't land on a sharp edge. It's been slow hiking this afternoon. We're trying to get a 21-mile day or thereabouts in. We'll get it. We're less than 8 miles from the place we're going, but it's not been an easy hiking day for sure, exacerbated by the fact that we had a couple of bonus miles due to a wrong turn. So I was going to tell you a little bit about what's been going on in my head, but I'm going to wait a day or so and calm myself a bit. It's been a bit frustrating the last few days, and I'll tell you about it, but I know I've got a 0 day coming up that we'll do some mental check-ins or something like that whilst we're there with you, and just sort of let you know what we're thinking and how we're getting along. But aside from the wrong turn today and having a fairly rugged trail, it's been a good day of hiking. We're making better speed than some other through hikers that we've passed, which is fine. I mean, it's not a race, but we do hike pretty quick. Well, we're crossing through this right away here. This may be, I was looking at my guidebook the other day, this may be the pipeline right away that I was mentioning to you that I thought we crossed a few days ago. I know that it mentioned it coming up today, so I'm thinking this is probably it. But we got beautiful views here. It's still a beautiful day, and we're still running over the last of the Pennsylvania hiking breakers, trying to get into Lehigh Gap, Pennsylvania this evening. So we'll keep you posted as we go up. I think we're probably within 2 or 3 miles at the most, and I am very eager to get off of my feet, because as you can see, the trail has not been kind to us today. It's like Pennsylvania is thumbing its nose at us one last time on our penultimate day here in the state. So the trail's weird. We ran into an old friend today. You guys remember Sparkplug? So we're cruising up the trail and walk up on her. We're both surprised that we're seeing each other, but good to see you again.
Nice to see you guys.
She's going to camp here in the woods.
Yep.
We're going to walk a mile on down and get closer to that hotel tonight. And we'll probably see her tomorrow some. And in the next days or whatever coming up, we'll probably be bumping into each other again. So I didn't even have any idea that we'd be in the same area since we've been on and off the trail, but she's had some of the same things that we've been dealing with, not so much injuries, but just interruptions. So good to see Sparkplug. We've got 1.2 miles to go, and I think we're going to get there earlier than I expected. I figured it would be after 6 o'clock. I think we're going to get there about 5:30, and I am eager to get off my feet and be still and rest. Well, we have arrived. I think this is the Gateway Hotel, and we have the option of staying indoors, or he said we could tent for free. Since we're going to stay indoors tomorrow, I think we're going to tent for free, but we appreciate the hospitality. We're going to go in here and get some drinks and some snacks and set up a tent and chill for the night. And we're going to make our way on into Delaware Water Gap tomorrow. Well, we're at the Gateway Motel. We've made it down to the highways. There's an interstate about 120 yards out that way, and maybe a state highway right here in front of the hotel. And we've got our tents pitched just right out here in the front yard, so you can hear the traffic going by. It might be a long night, but I think we're going to be good. The gentleman who's operating this hotel is just incredibly helpful and kind and giving. He doesn't charge us to camp in the front yard. I did give him a little bit of money because we bought some drinks, but I also wanted to give him a little bit of money because we're going to fill up our water here tomorrow, and he's going to have the office open tonight so we can use the restroom. So just a very, very kind gentleman, and I appreciate meeting him and being a recipient of his ministry, and look forward to being able to pay that forward when I get back home. So thanks for joining us today. We're going to ring off and have a rest, and then we're going to head into Delaware Water Gap tomorrow. We'll be seeing the Pennsylvania-New Jersey state line from a distance tomorrow, and we'll be crossing over it after a 0 day. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us.